Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we have two lovely sisters all the way from across the pond, Kaitlyn and Camille. They're very ladylike guys. I don't know if they're single, but they look good. But I'm just
We're
letting you
single.
know. Okay, so there you have it. And this is their first time in London, England, so we're just going to hear what it's like and where they come from. So nice to have you here today, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a bit about yourselves. Why are you here? What are you doing? What do you think of London?
Well, my name is Kaitlyn, and we are in London for a concert that my parents are giving in Cadogan Hall, performing one of my mom's works, and it'll be tonight at 7. So if you're here in London, you should come see it. But what I think of London, I think it is a beautiful city. It's my first time here, and I just love everything about it. I think that just the scenery is gorgeous and the buildings being so old and I just think it's wonderful. And it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. And your sister?
Okay, so I'm Camille, here for the exact same reason. What else? What else about do I need to say?
Okay. What do you think of London so far?
I think London has been perfect. My favorite part was either Chinatown or I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, we did a dinner cruise. Do y'all call it Thames?
Yeah,
yes.
On the River Thames, on the glass boat. Okay.
We did that and that was great. I think Chinatown here is 10 times better than Chinatown in New York.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Okay, that's interesting. Why? Why do you think it's better?
Well, I think it's better. I think that the food is better in the Chinatown here. I also think that, I don't know, just the environment. It was a lot cleaner. Like New York can be, we know it's a little dirty, but here it just the atmosphere was just great and clean and inviting.
What was the culture differences that you've noticed so far?
In the South, everybody talks to each other, and if you see somebody on the side of the road in the South and you're like, oh my gosh, I love your outfit, like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, and they'll like start a conversation with you. But like if you talk to somebody here and you say that, they kind of look at you and they're like really quiet. People talk quiet here. We talk really loud in the South. Like you can hear from down the road, you can hear somebody's conversation.
But you know why that is?
Why?
No.
Because any capital, it's like in New York, you don't talk to people.
That's true.
Yeah, LA you may do, but they probably don't have time for you.
Mm-hmm.
But any capital around the world, when there's money involved, people don't have time for people. I'm here to get money.
That's true.
So, but when it's a sunny climate, I assume your southern area, Alabama's sunny, you're more laid back, you're more chilled.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially, we're known for our southern hospitality. People will come from, even in a city as small that we're from Auburn, Alabama, people come for internships from different countries just so they can learn the southern hospitality, especially if you're doing events or anything in hospitality and tourism, because we're known for we'll talk to anybody, people from the South, y'all, all of that.
Okay, that's good. So what are you ladies studying?
So I am a nurse in the States, and I just graduated in December. So I am working at an urgent care, but I'll be moving to a children's hospital soon. But yes, I'm still continuing my nursing studies, but I'm just advancing my education.
I am majoring in event management at Auburn University, so I'm still in school, but I work at a hotel as a banquet supervisor, and so I do all the events and the catering and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's nice. What was your impression of what London would be like to what it actually is?
Well, honestly, I know we were talking about the people not being as friendly as in the South, but I thought people would be a lot more aggressive and, not rude, but maybe. To be honest, I'd watched a bunch of videos on TikTok, so I could...
That guy who's complaining, he's from the southern part of America.
Yeah.
They are rude.
Right.
He looked at me.
I saw stuff like that, and I was like, oh no, I need to be minding my business. But people are actually not a lot nicer, but y'all are some aggressive drivers. When we rode it in the last Uber, y'all are on each other's necks. We were like, ooh, we're gonna get run over.
Okay.
The weather here has been a lot more sunny than I expected it to be, but I heard that we caught it at a good time.
Yeah.
Because the past few days that we've been here, it's been like sunny almost every day. To me, the weather is still kind of, still humid, so it's not much different, I feel like, from the United States. I mean, it's a little bit more humid in Alabama, but it's not as, I don't know, it feels about the same. Like, it didn't feel like I was adjusting as much.
Okay, that's good. What would be your advice to somebody who is coming from Alabama to stay in London? What would be your advice?
I would definitely say to go of course go with people, but go with as many people as you can. Of course, we're here with a university with a big group, so we have more opportunity to walk around with others, but especially with going on the tube and having your Oyster card ready, like all of that kind of stuff. I thought it was just going to be me and my sister majority of the time, but we found that we've had so much more fun being with a big group of people, so we don't get lost, and we just have more minds coming together to make decisions. Unless you are someone who's just very, very just confident in your mappings and you just know where you're going, then you got this. But for those of us like myself who couldn't use some help with directions, then I would definitely go with a bigger group.
Are you your first time in Europe?
No, when was last time
we went to Europe? We were in Ireland, and then before that we were in Italy, but that was a while ago. Italy was a long time ago. Ireland was like 4 years ago.
Okay, I hear you.
And then I guess my advice would be to, when they say bring light layers, because and a big bag to put the layers in, because I feel like after every hour I'm like, okay, I need to take something off or put something on.
Definitely.
Yeah, I suppose there is a big temperature difference between Alabama and here, though.
Yes.
Alabama must be humid.
Oh, it's so humid. It's so hot. When we left, it was in the 70s, but it was starting to feel a lot warmer, and the sun just beats down. And when we get back, it'll probably be around in the 80s, if I would assume. But it's still kind of up and down. But you'll have a big gap in like 40s to 70s, and in Alabama that can happen, but it just gets really hot during the day and like very, very humid, like suffocatingly humid. And then I assume in the summer it'll probably be around the 90s, but just still very, very moist and hot.
So what would be your words of advice to somebody who's coming to have a holiday in Alabama?
Dress light. Dress light. Bring a lot of sunscreen. I don't know what else. Make sure you get some real Southern food.
What's real Southern food?
Like some collard greens. Oh yes, everything's greasy. I've been shocked by how the lack of greasiness of the food here. Everything is super greasy in Alabama. Even like pizza just drips grease. Fries drip grease.
Okay.
Like I've never had fries that weren't greasy until I came here. So bring extra napkins for the greasiness. Burgers are greasy. Chicken fingers are greasy. So yes, take something to lower your lipids or something. I don't know.
Lower your...
Like the grease content, the fat content in your body. If you have high cholesterol or high blood pressure, just prepare.
And just be ready for big portions. Everything in the South is pretty big.
You ladies ain't big though. You're in shape.
Well, especially her. She stays healthy. She goes to the gym.
So she's telling everybody, marketing all the greasy foods.
Oh yeah, I know.
Good in her shape.
In moderation. But yeah, we get some big portions. I know when we got to London, they were saying, oh, like in our hotel, they're like, oh, we have a big breakfast. Like you're gonna love it. And in America, we're so blessed of just an abundance of just things that we don't need, and in food. And so when we got down to the breakfast, I was like, where the rest of it at?
Oh, and water. Y'all charge for water? Yes. And that was a shock, because at every restaurant you go to, it's like, here's your water, what else do you want to drink? And everything is free. Like all the water is free. Refills are free.
Did you ask for bottled water or tap water? If you ask for tap water, that would be free.
Oh, we can get tap?
Yeah, if you want, like, say tap water, they just bring a jug and give you a glass, and you can see they've got it from the tap.
Okay, now, perfect.
If you bottled, like Evian from the Parisian mountains, they're going to charge you for that.
Okay, good to know. I'll be asking for tap water now, because everything costs.
We're so used to them just bringing it out. They're just like, here's your water, next. But now we know to ask.
They also don't have Shirley Temples here.
Oh my goodness, yes, I ordered a Shirley Temple, and the waiter looked at me like I was crazy, and I was like,
Is that an alcohol drink?
yes,
Oh,
well,
I
you can
don't
get it
think so, I
alcoholic
wouldn't
or
know.
non-alcoholic, but it's basically just like Sprite or like a lemon lime drink and then grenadine. That's basically what it is, and then you can add a vodka.
Some people may say, though, when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. You can't expect to have what you have at home.
That's true. I completely agree. I didn't know. Once I knew, I was like, okay, I get it now. But I was like, y'all don't have Shirley Temples. But I know now.
Okay. Have you had your shopping experience yet, or you're not shopping?
Yes. Well, we did a little bit of shopping. We went to Westminster and we went to Zara, and I'm actually wearing the dress that I got in Zara yesterday.
Is
But
Zara in the States?
yes,
Okay.
we do. I know we need to go somewhere that we wouldn't have in the States, but we were like, we need to get a dress for the concert tonight. So we were like, we know we can trust Zara, so we went there.
Okay. So you're here till Friday.
Yes, until Friday morning, and then we are back to Alabama.
And when are you planning on? Would you live here?
Honestly, I would. Me, Kaitlyn would. What about you, Camille?
No, it's too big. I don't like huge cities.
Okay.
I do. I like big cities. I would do it. I think it's a great environment.
Okay. Well, we're happy to have you in our city.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And we're at our destination, so we wish you well.
Thank you, and I wish you well and everything going on with your podcast. You're wonderful. He's a
Okay.
great person.
Okay. We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.